No, because this is track help, not airline help. So we like to get the banter out the way and then keep things quite positive. Otherwise, people get the wrong impression. They don't want to join.
Me just insulting Qatar Airways for like 5 minutes straight.
Let's get started on today's questions. I think this is a good question in from Jacob.
Guy lost at his home track.
Jacob is asking about what setup to use for recording. Now, if we go over your question over here, I'd like to get some advice because I want to get my own helmet and an action camera. I don't really know anything about this topic, so I'd like your advice. We can hopefully discuss it over the stream. I'll give you my 2 cents, and then I'll hand it over to Marcel and Guy as well, because they both got setups. What I would say, Jacob, especially for the type of karting you're doing, as long as you're not planning to do any, professional FIA certified championships for owner karts, you can get away with pretty much any helmet in rental karting. And in terms of the helmet of choice, it can be anything from a motorcycle helmet all the way to, even a custom karting helmet. So if we simply go on to Google,
the old Demon Tweaks.
We love Demon Tweaks. You can see the different options here. So you get the really expensive ones, which are custom painted. You can get ones slightly cheaper, which are the FIA certified ones. Still expensive without the paint job. But then you can hopefully go, if you have the
medium ones on Demon Tweaks are on the second page, I believe.
I believe
it's going to be like the Sparko one, the Steeler one. They're a bit cheaper.
Yeah. Like my only problem really was that the helmets you rent at my karting track, when it's cold, they get misty really easy, and then you can't see anything.
Yep.
Okay. Are you leaving a gap between your visor and the bottom? Like you leaving it slightly open?
Does it help?
That's Omar. Don't be grinning over that. That is the reason it's steaming up, my friend. You have to have airflow.
Not too much, just a bit. But sometimes some visors don't have that leeway. Like it'll be either too much or too less.
Like mine doesn't. So I have to use the vent or the sun visor.
Exactly.
I am a certified, qualified team sport employee, so I know how this works. We always advise people to leave it just a little bit slightly open. That's for our rental helmets because they don't have the vents like the Arise, the motorcycle helmets will do. You're just going to steam up. So when you next go to a track, leave it. So you will find it will have like little notches on the helmet. Just leave it slightly open. The first or the second notch will do.
So just going back to the helmet itself. First thing you want to do is find out the budget, right? Because you can spend anything from like 100 euros all the way to 70 euros.
Like the misting was really my only concern. So if you can fix that with having a bit gap, I think I don't even need my own helmet. But
honestly, your personal helmet is something you're gonna. If you do karting regularly, I would advise it just because it's something personal to you. You don't have to share after. And also, it goes on to your second question, which is about the cameras. Now, what you want to do when you get a helmet is add a mount. So GoPro helmet mount. This is something I use. I've been using for many years. It's actually called a GoPro curved mount. So it's a very nice add-on. You see, normally tracks they're hesitant when you want to start sticking things onto their helmets. It's very, very simple accessory to buy. One of these will do the job, and what you get is that overhead shot.
Sorry, go on.
When you go and buy a camera, generally, GoPro or any other action camera,
it usually comes with these two bits, which is the. So I'm sorry to interrupt, Omar. I've got it all here, so I can easily show it. I do apologize. So it comes with this, which is the 3M tape, and the bit that sticks onto your helmet. As you can see, it sticks onto the top here, as you can see, and then you just get the bit. So this is the GoPro branded bit, but you can get another one. You just slot that in into the top here, and that clips in. And then after that, your GoPro will have a built-in. Yeah, there we are. So go to display it. GoPro will have this kind of these latches here. You just screw it in, tighten it up, and that goes from the top. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, Omar, all GoPros sold these days, I'm 100% sure, come with these two bits already with them.
Yeah, that's correct.
And it's really helpful. And they all come with the latch and the screw. They always, because this is the universal mount system. Another way you can do it, and the DJI comes with an even better one. That's a magnetic one that clips off, comes off like that. This is my next purchase, by the way. But yeah, and then another. If you want to be like you've had Go Karting. His setup. He uses one that clamps onto the front here. It's not as secure as the one on the top, in my opinion. It's a lot more. It wobbles a lot more. But that gives you the more kind of first-person view. Sorry to interrupt, Omar. I do apologize.
No worries.
Yes. So I just need to buy some GoPro and some mounting stuff to put it on the helmet.
But ask if the track will allow you to get it on there first, because I know for a fact that the track I work for, Team Sport Karting, we used to supply our own helmets, so we're lucky enough where some of our helmets have a Velcro strap on which you can attach this onto. This bit, but we don't allow you to just stick this on to a rental helmet. It wouldn't work. If all of them had this on, you'd be screwed. So what as Omar was saying, I would recommend if you do go karting, maybe even once a month, Omar.
Yep.
Buy yourself a helmet. The ones that Omar was displaying earlier, the 300, 400, 600 euro ones. I mean, Omar, you know this. I've been karting for just as long as you have.
Yeah.
I could easily afford an expensive one, but this is my helmet. I had this one for almost 5 years now. This is literally just a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
Empty helmet, HGC.
It depends on what your requirements are at your track.
Yeah.
See, what you do want to make sure is it's a closed one. Yeah. I know a lot of bike riders, they've turned up at go-kart tracks with open helmets, and then
we had one of those today, Omar. We're like, no way.
no, you can't allow that just for safety. Yeah. But there's so many options which are affordable. That's the main thing. You don't have to spend so much cash. In terms of good cameras, now GoPro is one of the best in terms of sharpness. I think DJI is probably the best out here so far. And then Insta360 or GoPro 360 it's that unique view.
And the cheapest is what?
Just simply an action camera. You just search for action camera.
Yeah, the cheapest ones. You
and then off-brand one. Just go into.
I wouldn't do the cheapest versions.
You wouldn't.
No.
$52. Look at this.
Yeah. The stability of
it's dreadful.
Is dreadful. Really,
but I meant cheapest from the ones you showed. The cheapest from the ones you showed.
I think it'd be a second-hand GoPro. You get good deal for second-hand GoPro.
And if I may recommend, kind of, because there's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. There's loads of them. I think we're up to 13 now. I've got the 12. People like me and Omar who's looking to make some really high-quality content, we have to buy the newer stuff. But anything above an 8 or a 9, a GoPro 8 or 9 is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the 10 is really cheap in comparison to the other ones.
Very cheap indeed. If you're like Harry Power Racing, who just joined here, and you need to be able to conceal your GoPro, like maybe the track doesn't allow it. I'm looking at you, Harry.
Hello.
You can the Insta360 make a very small one that can fit into your visor, but ask if your track allows it first. That's the best way to find out.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Any other questions, Jacob?
Maybe I would like actually some advice. If you do know some good track in Czechia, Germany, Poland, Slovakia, where I could go, because I want to visit some new tracks. Really. If you
honestly, from experience, I can't tell you because I haven't been to those tracks. If I was gonna go to one of those countries, I would look online. And look for the top-rated ones. Look into forums. There's all these good forums where people discuss things. And of course, anyone over here in the live, if they have experience of going to any of those tracks, be sure to recommend it.
Don't ask why I do, but I do. I've been to Germany. I did a road trip through like France, Spain, Germany, everywhere, and did all the go-karting tracks. I think it's called, is it called Schumacher Kart? Or this is when I think it's either Schumacher Kart. Yeah, Schumacher Kart is an amazing track. It's an indoor and outdoor track in one track.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's incredible, and it is the karts there. Are you ready for this? This is going to blow Harry, Marcel, and anyone who does rental kartings. Anyone who does rental karting minds, the karts are equal. They actually look after them. What the hell?
Is this the one?
Yeah, where it goes inside and outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw
some
this.
good footage from Brad Philpott.
We love a bit of Brad.
I met Brad the other day, actually.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah, he uses the rental carts to his capability. I'd say now he destroyed the curbs at Milton Keynes. Sparks coming out of his carts.
Was that in the endurance? That was in the endurance, right? That you guys
Harry, how did the endurance go?
Don't talk about it.
Oh, come on.
Let's discuss after. And once we're at it, what's up, Noam? Welcome back, Noam. I think Noam's muted. No problem. Schumacher Kart. Great suggestion.
Can you hear me?
Oh, what's up, Noam? What's up?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Noam, just very quickly whilst you're at it, there's somebody new from Race Hall who joined yesterday in the morning session.
Oh.
And he's becoming quite regular. His name is Theodore. I'll get his surname for you after. But he's about, I think, 15 years old as well, 14, 15. And he wasn't aware of the academy, actually, or the race academy, that you guys do. So I told him next time you go, speak to the staff or try to speak to whoever you see there that day. Maybe you can even send him a message on through the academy. I'll send you his profile.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, he's relatively new. Just
but I mean, there's 300 people that come to Race Hall every day or every Sunday, so
it's a very popular track. It's a very
rookie numbers.
No, that's Oren.
I'm talking. No, I think they get like 1,500 drivers per day on a good day.
Not bad at all.
I'm just talking about in the club in the mornings.
Very good.
We got just to reiterate Marcel's comment, advise you pick your own helmet, but not online. You have to fit it. You have to try it out so it fits. And as you said, you can only use your GoPro on your own helmet, and if your track allows it. So just get their permission first. Different tracks, different things. Anything else, Jacob? We're gonna have to move on to the next driver now.
No.
It's a pleasure as always. Thank you for your contribution, and you can stay on the live meet or join from the live stream. We're gonna just welcome in Chris. What's up, Chris? What's up, Chris? Welcome to Track Help.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Chris. I'm very well, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm from Lebanon.
That's awesome. Is it your first time joining Track Help?
Yeah, actually.
That's amazing. Were you referred by somebody, maybe a friend, or you just joined recently?
No, I saw you on social media, I think on TikTok or Insta. And,
nice.
Yeah, and I did an account and stuff. I wanted to join last week the course or the online, but I had finals, so I couldn't. So I just did now.
No worries. This is the weekly discussion we do. If you have any kart footage, questions, track maps, anything specifically you wanted to go over today? Any questions you had or any footage maybe?
No, I just wanted to join on,
Amazing. Just experience this. Yeah, you're welcome. Everything here will be relevant towards karting. So where do you race? Is it in Lebanon that you drive? Maybe like RPM, pit stop? What's your local track?
My local track, actually, it's Monteverde Karting.
First time I heard of that one.
Yeah, it's right next to my house. And
nice.
I used to go to RPM a lot. I actually did a karting school there when I was.
Nice. Yes.
So yeah.
Is because there's lots of other drivers from Lebanon who've joined this track help session, and they've been submitting footage from these different tracks. So I thought you would be, you are familiar with those.
Yeah.
How often do you go karting? Do you try to do it every week, every month?
Every week, actually. I go karting for fun with my friends and stuff. Yesterday, actually, we had a Saudi SWS race, endurance race, 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. It's per team, and we were a team of 2. Me and my friend, we did the endurance race. Each one of us had an hour, and it was pretty fun, to be honest.
How did it go?
It went well. We ended up 3rd between 7 teams. Yeah. So
was it a 2-hour race?
Yeah, it's a 2 hours. Yeah, it's a 2-hour endurance race.
Great. So maybe 2 or 3 pit stops?
Yeah, there is 3 pit stops actually. Every 30 minutes, the pit opens, and you need to pit for a minute. And once an hour pass of the race, you have the refuel. So you go in for 2 minutes, the refuel part, and you can switch drivers and whatever you need.
Excellent. Well, especially when you go weekly, you can get lots of practice, lots of track time, and then when you do a SWS race like that, you can really put it to use, all those laps you've been doing. So is there like a leaderboard for SWS?
There is a leaderboard actually on their site, I think. But
are you guys planning to go for like the world finals? Are you?
Actually, it's our 2nd race, and
Okay.
So
you're just getting started.
Yeah, we started as for fun. We went into the SWS competition, but why not? We'll take it. We'll do more races.
Once you get started, then it becomes more and more serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you get like a podium, and then you can try and build on that. And in the long term, especially with SWS, I think for the new year now you can target, because they reset the leaderboard, I think, in January. So if you plan for this next year, try and do your best. Of course, enjoy it as well. See where you end up. For sure. Maybe you guys can get a chance to do.
And here in Lebanon, actually, we're doing a lot of SWS races in RPM, pit stop, Monteverdi. So it's getting more and more competitive here in Lebanon. So it's
really cool. Exactly. And then also more races, so you can
exactly
have more
you can
chances.
Have more points, and you have more chance to actually get up in the leaderboard.
So just to run you through track up, what we do is, if anyone has any questions, any footage like we have in the background, this is of Marcel's son driving. We just like to go through and have a chat about it. So what you can do is stay in the this live meet. We hopefully spend an hour to an hour and a half. And if in between, if you have any questions, just let us know. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to be here.
Okay, deal. Thank you.
So it's my pleasure. So Marcel, this is your son driving at a very interesting track in Belgium. Just talk us through it. First time in this track?
Yeah, I didn't go there. Can you turn on a little bit of the sound effect?
Is it too loud?
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
Sorry.
No worries. Just asking. I will mix some chat in my mic.
Is it better now?
Yeah, really good. Really good. So
MSG will get to your question. Just give us a second. So first time at this track in Belgium, it was a spontaneous trip, or you were just passing through?
No, he has a friend in Belgium. He met online during gaming.
Nice.
And that guy is really good at karting, and he went with us to Eefde one time. So that was really cool. It's just a real nice guy, and next time he invited me as well. So
nice.
Because this is a really nice track with an outdoor part, but it's closed now because of the rain and the storm. It has a banked corner and things like that. That's why I added a second little clip of somebody else. But it was his first time driving here, and we're used to the Eefde track, of course. So
yeah, outdoors. Outdoor.
Yeah,
is it St. Parts? also Saudi?
Also Saudi and SR. So, but they seemed really fast. But maybe because it's inside and a bit smaller. But he was 1.2 seconds above the best time of the track. So I was really impressed with his driving. And he managed that to let those two drivers in front of him pass because they were a bit faster in the corner, which is on the end of this fast part. And he effed it up a few times, but he tried to do this really well because this is horrible if you make a mistake.
It's one tricky track, and I just want to go over to the other clip because this looks very familiar now. The
last corner isn't there with the outside because you go outside and inside there. So that's
so same track basically.
It's the same track, absolutely.
Let's just go ahead with this. But this is obviously somebody else.
Absolutely, yeah.
When it was. I guess
to give you an impression of the track itself,
yeah, this is it. I've seen this part many times, and wow, what a banked corner. What a banked corner. Similar to the Schumacher karts, you could say, indoor outdoor.
Cool, yeah.
And also similar to a track, Jacob from Poland.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
Very similar, actually. Very, very similar. No, it's not the same one because his one is. Was that in Belgium or Poland? Do you remember when Jacob?
No, it was in Poland.
That was in Poland. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. It just looks very similar, like the big warehouse structure, the kind of corners and all like that. What was the reason for it being closed? The outdoor section.
Rain and storm. The same storm which hit the UK came over Belgium and Netherlands.
Whoa! So it was off limits. Too much rain.
Yeah.
And how many sessions did he do that day?
He did 2 because he didn't know the track. He said, no, I don't want to do 4. So
yeah, it's always good to do at least 2, 3, 4 sessions, especially when it's your first time. It's difficult to really the first session is a warm-up, that's why. So
absolutely.
At least the second one you can push and you know some understanding of the layout. What was his overall opinions of the track then and the karts as well?
He really loved it. It's fast, but also lots of hairpins, and the combination he really liked.
And the driving style, did he find it was slightly different?
Yes, of course. It was more slippery, but in the wintertime we drive indoors, so he is more or less used to indoor karting as well.
Yeah, techniques are slightly different with the indoors, where you can be a bit more aggressive. Also, the track surface has a difference to that, and then simple things like how track limits are laid out. So here you don't have the typical curbs and grass. It's all barriers, whether that being the outsides and then the insides where we normally have a curb or an apex. That's where you would have tires in this case. If I just get my pen out as well, I'll hand it over to everyone else who's on the call as well if they have any feedback about this indoor track.
Indoor karting expert, not me.
As I was thinking to one person in particular.
Oh god,
we have multiple indoor experts. We have multiple indoor experts. Guys, what do you think of this track?
So Harry, hang on, this is Mitchum, isn't it? This is Team Sport Mitchum. Look at all those hairpins.
Yeah, it's hairpin galore.
It's literally Team Sport Mitchum. Right, let's have a look.
Guy, this is your dream.
I don't like hairpins. I still like them. No, I like fast corners, speedy ones.
Yeah, me too, because I'm too heavy for hairpins.
This guy gets it. It's bogging down, and that's the specialty of Harry Bog Media, who is 100% self-promoting himself in chat, which is not allowed. So sweeping right-hander.
Is hairpin
the problem with these hairpins are very thin, so I don't think there's any point in going for a late apex on them because the actual barrier is so small.
Yeah. Good example over here.
And then just God, in these tracks, constantly. And then you got the fast right hander, so just leaning to the outside here, making sure the steering is smooth, getting as close to the barriers as you can. That hand position is so devious.
It looks like yours, guy. The hand position.
Shut up, man. That's
It,
not
it
my
looks
hand
like
position.
It is.
The pro outdoor drivers. They like hold their right hand like almost at the top and their left at the bottom.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is basically what I do, but not to that extreme.
It's
And it is-
interesting. We were having this conversation yesterday with Theodore, who was joining from Race Hall as well.
Yeah.
And really, it's about preference. So, like, apparently, the guy who has got top 3 lap time at Race Hall, he does a similar technique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Noah.
and I hold many track records.
So, yeah, driver to
Right.
driver. There's no one way of doing it.
He really loves it because
Yeah.
the upper hand is pushing and the lower hand is
There
pulling.
you go. It is the superior push-pull technique.
That's why like every good driver in my club holds it like all the way at the top. That's the way they
Yeah.
teach it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example,
Yeah.
you
But,
hold the
Harry, what are you doing? You look like you're having a fit over
You
there.
got to be like a T-Rex. You got like.
No, you do not need to turn into
Kind of like
Benjamin
a
Allison.
grandma. A
You
grandma.
do not need to turn into Benjamin. Let me. Oh,
No,
wait, give me a second. Let me
no.
quick, guys. Let me go get a steering wheel so I can show you how it's properly done.
Hassan, welcome back. I just realized I've admitted you. I hope you're doing well. I was just telling Noam about new member who joined yesterday. He's just getting started
I
at
got a
Race
message
Hall.
from him.
Oh, you got a message from him. Okay, great. So hopefully you guys can help him get involved in the more advanced stuff at Race Hall.
I said to him there's the series that you could race in, and then there's also the club that me and Norm is in.
Nice.
The steering wheel.
Well,
Just
okay,
to-
can you tell me a little tip or somebody else about that last corner?
Which one? This one.
The last corner at the end of the fast part. With
Okay, let's have a look.
Is he have to go a bit deep? No, the later one, the very
this one.
tight. Yeah, the very tight one at the end of the. No, not that one.
No, here.
Almost
this
there.
one.
Yeah, that
There
one.
we
Yeah.
go, there we
Oh,
go.
okay. So
Must he be wider or deeper or later braking
Let me have
or
a look.
slipping or
yeah, okay. Immediately identify the problem here, in my opinion.
because this is terrible.
Omar, roll the clip back. He needs to be further on the left-hand side to open the corner up more. The problem is he's taking the racing line. He's aiming for that first apex. Now you want to be aiming for that second apex. Would you agree with that,
What
Omar?
comes after? Because that's also a thing.
That is why you need to aim for that second apex, in my opinion. So you can position yourself all the way over to the right. It's just about delaying that rotation a little bit, so you can aim for that second apex. So you can straight line it through here more. Would you agree with that, Omar?
Yeah, interesting corner. If you notice, this is a typical corner which starts off tight.
Yeah.
And then as you go deeper into it, now it becomes really tight all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're not overcommitting on entry speed. If you come here too quickly, you have to try to slow down very, very fast. You have to try to rotate very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
And the main thing is, if you're too quick on entry, you're going to be slow out to this turn. You'll bog down. So what you do, just give me one second.
What if no, you speak, sorry.
Just to round off what I was saying, wide entry could help, but I would prioritize an early brake over here. Maybe even a hard brake, get some rotation. If I'm just looking at a steering wheel, I'd like to be getting that back to a neutral position soon, and then accelerate out the turn. So that could be something.
So here's what I'm thinking: put it right back to entry. I think you definitely have to brake for this corner, braking early, but then possibly, I need to know the right grip there is here. Inducing rotation early, so go back, just press the back button on your keyboard once. There, getting the car sideways through this corner. Almost, I know we don't like drifting.
That's interesting.
Almost a bit of a drift.
Full slide.
A slide to have your car facing more towards that way, by the time you get to that corner. And the way you do that is possibly not even braking this corner, just a big lift and then a flick of the steering wheel.
A slip ankle like flip.
See, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need to get to this part. You're neutral steering. You're in the right direction. It would require a lot of practice and skill. But if you could do it, you could shave off a lot of time, in my opinion.
I
Go
think
for it.
I actually think the opposite would be quicker here. I feel like if you pause it here, maybe a bit further.
Okay.
Yeah. If you actually that inside that he just passed, actually hug that, and then almost go very wide, so you kind of overdo it.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get my camera on so I can kind of. I feel like that would be easier to explain.
Close to the right.
But then,
guys, I think you can annotate as well on here. By the way.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can you could draw on it? I think from your
that
side.
would work if
How? How do
if,
we?
Let me just give you the permission real quick.
All right.
Add as a call. Perfect. Now you can just draw on the screen.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
not this guy again, bro.
so can you go a bit more forward?
Okay.
So I feel like if you would come from here and then instead of going here, kind of in the middle, then have a lot more speed and go kind of out here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, because it tightens up like all the way out.
True.
So I would say just actually try to be facing straight very early.
So
But
yeah.
It's tricky.
What about the braking? Where would you try to brake?
I would brake as late as possible. Maybe where he's at right now, but just be very like wider.
Interesting, and that's why it's worth doing some more sessions and trying out these different lines. That would be the best option. Let's just click on stop over there. But I think those types of corners, yeah, they can gain you a lot of time, and then they can lose you a lot of time as well. So it's you want to master it quickly. Any feedback, Marcel, on that?
Yeah, too bad it's 300 miles return trip, but
hey, listen.
I expect him to go tomorrow. He needs to.
Didn't stop me. That didn't stop me.
no.
I flew to Qatar just to meet Omar. I flew to New York just to go karting. You know what? You know what? I'm booking a flight right now. It's called Olen Karting, but I'm going there tomorrow. Easy track record. Easy.
I live there.
Easy track record.
No. But
and when someone beats it, you go back? What about when someone
No, of course not. I can't bother to do that. Come on.
You beat the track record on the first lap.
Well, I tell you what. Omar, you're going to tell them how much we cooked at Vendome.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. I just want to round off with
Vendome.
I want to round off with Marcel saying, I think you guys ought to take another trip whenever you can, and I'd love to see you on this track and see what lines you can maybe.
you want to have a laugh.
No. I think you'll enjoy it because it'll be indoor. Indoor tracks are slightly different to the typical outdoor. Anything else, Marcel, before we move on to the next driver?
No, thank you very much again.
It's always a pleasure, and we're just going to take a few questions from the chat. So we had the MSG. He's asking, are there any karting slalom clubs in the UK? I always see you driving indoor kart arena, but they're quite expensive here in Germany. And Trinken in the UK too. I think there's a typo you put.
I haven't seen much slalom karting in the UK.
Anyone have feedback on that? UK.
I haven't seen much of it. I don't think I've ever seen slalom karting.
Slalom.
Do you possibly think he means outdoor karting? He's using
No, slalom karting. They do it in the FIA Motorsport Games.
Oh, so it's actually a thing.
Yeah. They use electric carts for it because otherwise the clutches just destroy themselves.
Hey, that sounds like something I can dominate.
Yeah, so
they
use,
did
I
an
think it's
electric card, I
cars.
think, this year, right?
Yeah, they did it.
Let's just try and get some footage.
Some people do it in race cars. Their clutches is gone after. They do like one run and their clutch is just burning for 5 minutes.
All right, this is some good footage of a slalom
Harry, you're muted, mate.
from a couple of years ago, though. Probably when they were. No, it might be electric. So there's head-to-head. It looks like Poland versus Belgium. A very, very short slalom. I think it's about 50 seconds or so.
They're the Birrell Art, but with an electric engine in them. They're the M35, right?
True. That is M35.
Wait a second. Hey, yo, this might be something I can. This is tight corners. This is my thing, Omar. Let me cook. Hey, yo, damn.
That is really interesting. First time I've seen that, and it's head-to-head as well, so you can clearly see who wins. Do they get points deducted for the cones or? Boom! It looks like the Belgian driver. That looks like a Honolulu driver.
I think it's 2 seconds per cone.
2 seconds per cone. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Racehall did it at one point just for.
They took one man and one woman driver to represent Denmark.
Yeah, but I remember one of my friends that also races there. In the Mondays, he told me that they went out in the parking lot and then they just set up some cones. I don't think it was the same, but it was something.
Yeah.
Close to
it. We got a good question on Instagram about hand position. Is it not okay to change your hand position every corner? So the left corner, move your hands left at the top and right hand bottom to have better control. So again, it just goes back to driver preference. You see, it's not proven that any way is quicker than the other because it depends on the drivers. You have some of the fastest drivers who alternate the hand position. There's some drivers who keep it in a fixed position. So that's on preference. What I like to do, I like to keep it in a fixed position. This also translates onto owner karting in particular because there the chassis is a lot lighter and you have the ability to manipulate weight transfer a lot easier. So I like to do that between both carts, rental and owner carts. So play around, see what works for you best.
What I will say is, as Omar knows, I started off by alternating my hand position for every corner. And the reason why I did that is because back then I was a weak little 8-year-old and I could not turn the Team Sport Biz Kart petrols without doing that because I was so weak. And it stuck with me. And it still works. I mean, I beat everyone with that. Omar, Harry, I've beaten them. And they're very good drivers, you know? But they've also beaten me. It's just preference, but I'm pretty sure there's no advantage to it. Except if you're in like the very, very higher echelon of Rotax karting. If that makes sense.
Well, all the other owner karting doesn't exist.
Well, it does, but for instance, Paolo, my mate Paolo, who is just got started known as karting. He has very minimal budget, and he has actually the exact same as me. He changes his hand position, and through his class and through his budget, like how much, but he's doing incredibly well. So it's just personal preference, you know.
I think, I mean, there's people. I think it's just, I think it's something that people do. I think it looks funky. I think everything. There's no advantage to holding the steering wheel different ways. I don't think there's anything unless.
And don't let Benjamin Hamilton tell you otherwise.
Like I think everyone has their own preferences.
Like this.
Because like you'll see like let's just name Dante, and you have like all these European rental cars, and they're all like holding at top superior, and everyone else is like 10 to 2 superior. And then everyone has fixed position, everything, and there's people that are doing like national competition. They're like literally like letting go of the wheel and grabbing it somewhere else.
On Vendome, and as we'll get on this soon, but at Vendome, Omar, if you look for my footage, you know that fast when you start finish line, left, right, over that little small mini bridge that goes up a little bit and then goes right and then left, and we have to do that trail braking.
Yeah.
I was letting it slip from the right to the left.
Right.
And as we'll say, and if you're ready to sit now, me and Omar it's on my what was it my 4th ever session there.
Yep.
And you're like however many times. I'm now 2nd fastest ever at that track, and Omar's 1st fastest ever. So it works, but it's just about personal. And
Private preference,
that,
and I would encourage you to try both, especially for Samir, who's asking that question. Try both. That's how you'll know, and you'll definitely find a favorite option and a fast option. What's up, Nasser? Welcome to Track Help. Hope you're doing well, Nasser. If you have a mic, be sure to switch it on. If you've got any questions, any footage, any track maps, be sure to unmute and let us know. No worries. You could just join on the beat. What we're going to do, guys, before we go over to some footage about the trip that Guy took last week. Harry, you just posted some footage as well?
Yeah, it's from the 3 hour.
This was from 3 hour. Let's quickly discuss the 3 hour, and then we'll go over to some F1 footage.
Oh yeah, I saw your stories on that. It looks pretty good.
We will hopefully have a nice review on that. 3 hours, because what we did was a track help in the dry, and it's downpouring over here.
It's not damp, it's like full wet.
It's full wet. What happened in the 3 hours?
It doesn't look like it, but okay, so this is the final stint of the race. So we
audio,
had
by the way? Oh, there's a bit of audio. Okay.
Yeah, I have the wind reduction. There's Jamie there waving at me. Right, so we did practice. I went out first. The track had no grip. We found out our kart had tons of top end. It had no mid end, and it had no front.
Oh, okay.
And so in the wet, it's suboptimal. So we just thought, right, when we're changing, we're not doing anything to the seat. We're just moving it all the way forward, and that's it. We're having the seat all the way forward for as much front grip. So then we qualified 9th. I started. It was an interesting start. No one really knew how to drive.
Okay.
I spun, made my way back up to 11th by the end of my stint, and Pierce went out. And Pierce has never touched I've never gone to any other track except from Brentwood. Yeah.
Right.
The only exception is to going to Team Sport Basildon once.
Oh.
That's his only the track he's been to. So we thought he's gonna have a shocker out there because like he had 20 minutes practice. He qualified because he was the fastest out of us, and he's had a mega stint. Like he was on the pace of like the fastest people in Zodium. We were like, how was he managed this? Yeah, and then Nate went out after that. So we had a solid stint. We were like, I don't know, P5 in class, but we had issues with the comms. The comms were awful. We couldn't hear each other on there. Like no one could hear one another. So we could hear him, but he couldn't hear us. It was pretty useless.
This is bringing back memories. Hey, Omar.
How were the comms though? Was that
oh yeah, that
AirPods inside your helmet or?
No, we bought some off AliExpress because they were super cheap.
They were basically, but it doesn't.
They were official. I bought them off AliExpress, and they were £2. No, £20. £20.
Okay.
So on Amazon, the exact same model were £40, but it was just the only reason why because it's like next day delivery. So it was cheaper to get them on AliExpress. So we just did that because it was better. So the comms were all right for me and Nate, but it was just horrible for Pierce, and so the stints kind of didn't work that well. So we went on to Nate's stint, and he double stinted. He just thought, I'll just double stint, and he's never touched a rental before now. So he did Honda a little bit of Honda karting, like owners, and then he went to TKM.
Okay.
And so
no rentals, no Daytona rentals.
Basically. No, he hasn't done it for at least like 2 or 3 years, so he has nothing. He knows nothing. So he went into his stint, and I was the one on this radio, and I was looking at the lap times and thinking, this is not the lap times we're looking for. He is a full 10 seconds off the pace.
Oh, okay.
And we were like, we didn't know what to do. So Pierce had just left because he was hungry. It was me and like we had another team, so we were like partnered with another team, and they were quite helpful. And we were like, what do we do? Because we don't know whether to keep Nate out for a double stint or take me out. And he was 10. We came into the pits in P15 after his hour. So with an hour to go, Pierce went out.
Yep.
And he again had an absolute incredible stint.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it. He was like 2 seconds off the fastest lap, and the track was getting worse. So he was really good for Sodi. and then we finished up with me. This is the stint now, and so we were running P10 in class, and no, oh, there's Brad Philpott there. No one overtook me in my stint. I was overtaking everyone else, so it wasn't that bad. I wasn't like incredibly on the pace. I think I was like 3 seconds off the pace, but it wasn't that bad.
And it varies with a wet track like this as well. Extreme in terms of the pace.
The track got cold, and it got worse. It just got greasier and greasier and greasier. There was no grip.
Like in the dry, it's very predictable. People will be from our experience in DMAX, it'll either be between 107 to like 110. But then on a wet track, you're going to have those extremes of 5 to 10 second differences, as you were saying.
Yeah.
Premium overtake there, Harry. Premium overtake. I'm so happy with that. Black flag.
I don't think. I had a interesting stint though. There was so many yellow flags. We had like a D-Max which was like slower than everyone else, and like when they go down the straight, they wouldn't overtake a Sodi because they were that slow. And they actually got like overtaken. They would finish like behind us, and we were P9 in Sodis, and they were a D-Max. So
honestly, this looks like a lot of fun though. It's like slow motion endurance because it's you can't push as per se compared to as it was in the dry. And was it like this all throughout, or it got worse?
Yeah, from the start to that. So they had the in-kart, like the kind of cadet junior race before.
Yeah.
And so they had the other team had the fastest in-kart driver, the fastest Super Champs driver, and another in-kart driver.
Wow.
And then they just had the fastest in-kart driver and Super Champs driver. So Sodi Super Champs, like absolute weapon, and he won in our kart by 40 seconds. So we don't. And this is when I caused a oh god. Oh no. Oh yeah. Just it was a bit interesting overtaking. The D-Maxes took away tighter lines sometimes, especially through there. So like I would just go wide because that was the Sodi line, and I'd let them through, but they wouldn't go past. And so I would just go straight on in the hairpin, and they would just get collected by me.
Oh no. But overall, how was the improvement in timings in your stints? Did you get like a PB in the? What did you start with? What did you sort of end with?
I think we started with like it was like a 100-second lap time, like 110 something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was 116 seconds, and then we finished off with like 104s or something like that. So it was the track, like the kart improved over time. But we were just shocked and go on.
Did you get more confident as well in your driving?
I think my practice driving was actually much better than my race driving.
Okay.
Because I was looking at Pierce's footage, and he was obviously the fastest because I borrowed him my camera, and he was like locking and then like kind of applying throttle to like kind of drift out the corner and like kind of get the rear out to rotate. And I did that in my practice, and then for some reason in the race I was just leaning forward and being like really easy on the brakes and letting it go like. I don't think that was the driving style. I don't think that's what I should have done. And then there's a car stop there. It's really weird.
These races are always eventful, and it's a good team experience. You have good fun with each other, and unpredictable things happen. I think PS is the driver of your team, then you could say.
Yeah, and we just take the mick out of Nate now anytime. So we just go. What happened between that 1 hour in the middle? And he's like,
no, I do own a car, it's not rentals.
He said if I'm ever doing this again, I'm doing it in D-Max, and it would be much better in D-Max because they have like TCAM exhaust and stuff like that. So
I think it takes good skill to get used to both, to adapt, because it is very, very different, the driving styles. So I can understand how he must have felt, but if you can get the hang of both, wow, you can then become a top driver. Was there anything else, Harry, before we wrap up today's session?
I think that's all.
It's always great to see some footage of yours. Thanks a lot for sharing. It looks like we've gone through all the questions on the live chat. What's up, Hassan? You got a question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you have time for one more thing.
Yep. What is that?
It's because our trainer, he begins to post videos, and the thing is that he doesn't neutral steer at all.
Okay.
Which surprised me a lot. And I just
let's take a look. If you got a link to it, is the link ready?
I'll send it right away.
What we'll do, let's just go over that quickly. Then we'll have a quick chat about the F1, and we'll wrap it up.
Are you talking about Victor?
Yes, I am.
He does a ton of neutral steer. That's his thing.
And are you sure? Now, because if you look at his driving versus Alexander's, I feel like he turns more than. It's hard to describe. But
if he feels like there's no rear end, I feel like then he wouldn't do neutral steer.
Yeah, okay.
But I think it varies. If he can do it and get time out of it, he will do it. But like, it varies from kart to kart.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I can send a link real quick.
Yep, it's a YouTube link, right?
Yeah.
I've just got it up over here. Let's hit share. So just talk me through this driver. So you're saying he's an instructor first of all, and he's got a unique.
Oh, wrong link, sir. Sorry, that's the wrong link. We made an exercise last time where we put up cones.
Wrong link?
Yeah, because can you see the cones?
Yeah, at the it was just which one do I click on? The latest one?
So this one. I'm sorry.
No worries. Let's just click share. All right, what's going on here?
So we have these gloves things, glovey things, so that we can put our hands inside of them because it's freezing cold, even with winter gloves.
First time I've seen that, but I respect it. It must be that cold though.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I don't personally use them. I just put them down so they don't bother me.
It's not that cold.
For me,
it's
how many degrees? How many degrees?
I think it's only like 8 or 10 this morning, maybe.
Yeah. Celsius?
Yeah.
But for me personally, when I wear winter gloves, not today, but last time, when I took off my gloves, they were freezing cold.
Yeah,
my fingertips.
It's the owners of the track that thought it would be a good idea to make people still come in the winter time.
Do they have like a heating inside or something?
Nope.
No.
Oh, then it's whatever the temperature is outside, it'll be the same inside. But Guy, I heard that Team Sport records and for others Harry as well, if you know Team Sport, the records are normally in December they get when it's cold.
No, it's not. No.
That's what someone was telling me about Warrington when I went there.
Well, Warrington possibly was its tarmac, but places like Basildon, Mitcham and Acton, they're all, when it's hot, it's fast.
Okay.
I mean, for instance, at Acton, the times have gone from getting 22 seconds quite easily if you're a good driver.
Yeah.
To 23.
Oh yeah, you have two different leaderboards, don't you?
No.
Yeah, you have like a winter leaderboard and a summer leaderboard.
No, I'll say summer and winter, but we don't have two separate leaderboards.
Oh, I remember when I went there, it said some sort of like winter lap time, and if you got like a sub 22, you got like an award or something.
Yeah, that was years ago. That was with the old Go Karts, mate.
Despite that, just looking over this footage though, it's interesting. His lines look very, very smooth, and I mean he's one of the top drivers. So talk me through this, Azam.
I mean, I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like he turns way more than I thought you needed to.
You think it's due to cold track? Has to put more aggressive rotation in, maybe?
I'm actually not quite sure. I don't think so. I just felt like he I don't know how to say it. I just feel like he turns way more compared to, for example, me.
Okay.
And I think it's better because he's clearly faster than me. I just thought that you should, you should have the wheel at neutral steer almost throughout the entire corner.
Is he alone on the track?
Almost.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Noam?
It's just preference, but one of the things we focus on in the PGK is learning to adapt to different cards very quickly.
Yeah.
So especially if you look at some other videos of him driving, you'll notice that he'll change his driving style. For example, here,
yeah,
very aggressive turn in.
Yeah,
and that's probably that's Noah in front. That's probably just what he felt the car was doing. So it varies.
Yeah.
Very good point there, because each kart doesn't handle exactly the same, and then there's certain things you can do in your steering inputs, even your braking and things that can help. And this is these are the codes you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
We saw. So that is probably what Victor was doing, is just adapting to the car within the first few laps, seeing what worked best for him. Harry.
Just a question for Noam and Hassan. Do you guys know Soren? Isn't he
Soren?
Soren, yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Is there different racers? Because I know.
Yeah. There's 3. There's one in Sweden, one in or 2, and then 2 in Denmark.
Oh right, because I feel like I recognize this one. I think maybe did they change the layout of this one?
No. This is in Copenhagen.
Oh, maybe it's a different one then. Maybe it's the other one then.
Maybe.
I think that was a good observation there that you shared. Was there anything else, Hassan, before we move on?
Nope, that was all.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Let me bring up my TikTok page. Let's have a bit of fun over here. So, as you guys must have seen, myself and Guy got the opportunity to talk to some F1 drivers. I think Pierre Gasly was the most chill. Can we agree, Guy?
100%. Pierre was awesome.
And what do you guys think of the shorts?
Well, annoyed. We posted the exact same thing. You get how many thousands?
50,000.
Yeah, and I got 2.
On TikTok, to be fair, they did very well. This one's nearly 500,000, and these are like more than 100K. So the demand is there. People are definitely liking these interactions. So if you listen to what he says, we asked him, what's your favorite karting track? He mentioned a few. So first one was La Conca. See if we can find anything about La Conca. Any good footage? Albon also said that, right, Guy?
Yeah, and we told him that, and he went, "Oh yeah." Pierre Gasly went, "Oh yeah." Albon said the same thing.
We have a George Russell on board. Whoa, that might be worth checking. But this seems better footage. So this is.
Apparently, La Conca is really grippy.
Albon is saying it's fast as well. So let's watch a flying lap of some sort. You see, a lot of these tracks are dedicated to owner karts, because this is where they do the FIA World Championships and other European Championships as well. They're the most competitive races you can argue for karting as well at this level. And yeah, this is where Pierre Gasly, Russell, Verstappen, Leclerc, all these guys would have been there. So the level is very, very high. Awesome track. What can you depict from here? Any feedback, guys?
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Curbs, right? Lots of curbs. High grip as well.
Yeah. Very grippy.
This driver's probably using relatively new tires as well. And in terms of the combination of corners, you've got a couple of hairpins, you've got chicanes. Nice clear display of the telemetry on the wheel. I believe the top left is that. Trying to figure out what each part is showing.
Bottom left's revs.
That's for sure. Top right, probably lap time. I think.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I don't know if he's got speed on there. It doesn't look like he's got speed. Unless that's the top left. But the top left isn't moving rapidly.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a Lando Norris driver, you could say. It's just a Tony Kart really underneath all the stickers, but yeah, one of the most aggressive looking ones. And this is one of the tracks that Gasly really enjoyed. There's another one that he mentioned. So there's La Conca.
Wasn't it Sano?
Then he said Lonato and Sano. So let's check out Lonato and then Sano. Lonato karting. Looks like we have it on board for 5 years ago. Let's see how this one looks.
On board with OK Junior World Champion of 2017.
Junior World Champion 2017. Wow.
110 kilometers, easing off the power through turn 1, but carrying plenty of speed. Then on the brakes into turn 2, back on the power just before.
Got a nice commentary here as well.
Hitting the brakes, dropping down to 55 for the right hairpin before you dash back on.
It's better than milky cereal.
Oh.
Those Starlane data lockers look so silly, but that's what they all use in OK.
Yeah, it's very, very different.
You must come off the power. Curve to straighten up on the outside. Then the trio of hairpins that finish the lap. Through the right, wait patiently on the throttle. Into the left, you're at about 50 for each of these. Then into the final hairpin. Careful on entry, power down at the apex, and kiss the curb on the outside to blend out. And start the run all over again on this.
I can feel the G's watching this.
Oh,
the bottom end on OK is silly. There's so much.
I mean, Lonato looks a bit quicker, especially this first part. And yeah, as you mentioned, the G forces must be very, very high, especially on the neck. You probably gonna feel it. And then there's heavy braking points like this into hairpins. Definitely looks like one of those fun tracks that you can really, really push at.
This would be so fun at night.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Very, very high speed. So this is where you can get the benefit of the pro karts or the older karts, the more powerful engines. You want a bit more track than normal to push on and get to high speeds. And I think you'll especially get that as he exits this last corner. You build up to almost top speed coming through this fast section. So just one more time, out the final corner, foot to the floor, flick it left, into the right, and maybe just tapping the brakes as you come in now. No, so it's interesting. If you watch his left foot over here,
I think it's flat.
You're right, actually.
Somehow.
No, if you look at the subtitles, flat through the left, King, for sure. 110, which is insane.
Wow.
Through the right, it doesn't look like, he's I told on the brakes, maybe even a slight lift. Still foot. So easing off the power through the turn. Okay, so he possibly lifted, but here, full speed and then a heavy brake. And you can see braking technique this driver's using is that very aggressive brake. Notice how that induces rotation. So his steering wheel is getting a bit of opposite lock on entry as he puts the brake pressure down. Then he's really neutral in his turning. You can see using the brakes to rotate the car back on the gas on exit. Let's check out the Gasly's other favorite track. That's going to be Sano. Is that the one?
Sano is really good fun. I tried it on the sim.
Okay. On Assetto Corsa.
Kart Racing Pro.
Nice. Is that PC game?
Yeah, baby. Yeah. It's really good, to be fair.
Yeah, I got 140 consecutive viewers on TikTok from playing Kart Racing Pro.
Whoa.
In a live stream, of course.
We got some really good footage of Sano. Sano is apparently where Gasly finished third in the World Cup back in 2009. But look at the backdrop. Can't beat that.
This is
God,
where they did Rotax finals, isn't they?
They did. That's it. What a backdrop. I mean, mountains, blue skies. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful track. Looks like this is a Tony Kart. Miami, I believe. No, it's okay. Yeah.
Miami and okay. The bottom end on them it's crazy how much they just go.
Yeah, it's incredible. We got a nice configuration of the track layout on the bottom left as well. You can see now you can really push. Possibly draft somebody as well. And into the first corner, yep.
130 kph.
Insane. Ho, ho, ho. It's just driving that speed up and up and up and up and up.
80 miles an hour.
That's insane. One more lap. You notice the driving technique that this driver uses. Coming into a heavy braking point, 130. Really aggressive, you can see there on the brakes. Trying to go for a relatively neutral steer. Picking up the speed on exit. Curbs over here, they don't look too friendly like this one. He's almost going slightly sideways as he flicks it to the right. Back on the brakes as he turns in for the sharp hairpin. Again, you can see how much he utilizes the brakes for rotation. So one more time, watch his steering wheel and his left foot. Brake. Barely has to turn in initially. And the mid corner is neutral already. Of course, it's a lot easier to do that on the owner cars than rentals because the chassis is a lot lighter. Once again, hard on the brakes. You can see that, pushing his left foot. He's really pushing against the steering wheel. You can see his left hand over here. Just one more time. And even slow it down. Get a good idea of this push-pull technique. Watch his left hand slightly earlier. Boom. There. That follows through. Next, as he lays the power down, building up speed again at this back end, you can say the back straight, 127, 130 he tapped there, into a more open hairpin turn, and then back onto the accelerator. Final sector, as we said, wow, this looks like a really, really crazy combination. And then last corner coming up. Once again, before the last corner, he's up to 120, which is incredible. So certainly one of the quickest tracks, and yeah, very, very special place for Pierre Gasly it is. Let's just take. Yep.
Did he take the first corner flat? Is that flat? 130?
I think so.
I believe it was.
Holy.
Imagine the G-forces.
Imagine your ribs. Or they'll be gone.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll feel it. Max saying somewhere south of France. So a few people in the comments had a discussion. Max mentioned south of France, possibly referring to Sano. Excuse me. South of Italy. It's getting late here for me. A few people mentioning about Mark Webber. We're going to come to that in a bit. Italy, the blessed place. Few more, yeah. Santa Verna in Italy is one of the south of Italy is one of the best. And Napoli, that's the other one that a lot of people were predicting that Max may be referring to. Then we have George Russell over here.
Look at Pierce's comments.
Stop harassing.
Where's Pierce?
And look at that Brittany Russell princess.
George, but the classic Buckmore here.
We have to ask him, you know.
Buckmore, but you got to ask them. He said
how is Buckmore better? No, how is Buckmore better?
No, he said he said Buckmore Park, not Buckmore.
Have you seen the F2 car or F3 car go around? I think it's like a 1970s F1 car, and it goes over a wet patch But like, so it's like doing like for the 24-hour, they did like a parade, and they sent like an old F1 car around it, and it went over a wet patch, and binned it before the 24-hour race.
It's interesting because you said why Buckmover thing. I think it's just Buckmore is like the OG track compared to PFI.
Yeah, but I mean, like at PFI, it's just cooler.
I think no, of course. I would say PFI. So here we've got.
Oh my god, that is slow.
Of these guys.
I go 10 seconds faster in the 4-shot rentals than them.
Bro, stop flexing on everyone, mister. Benjamin Hamilton is still quicker than you.
X30 around Buckmore, that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, now you'll enjoy Buckmore, and it's going to be bumpy and, wow, going through the downhill. You asked him about the downhill, didn't you?
Yeah. I said the downhill section. I went, yeah. He knew it.
See, he knows his tracks. That's a bit of Buckmore Park. And, of course, Buckmore Park is now famous for the 24 hours that a lot of
in your frogs, which is the last. I mean, well, we met with Burnt Chip as well.
Yep. He made it famous. Noam?
When we're talking about the 24 hours, I'm going there in April to the 24 hours in at Buckmore.
You think the Buckmore 24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, the bookings are open tomorrow, aren't they? No,
I think
tomorrow.
So.
On Tuesday they open.
Who are you planning to be on your team?
A lot of drivers from the club.
Nice.
Are you gonna be a pro or rookie?
I think we're just gonna go rookie.
Fair enough.
Because we're not going to win. We're just going for like experience and having fun.
Fair enough.
What was I going to say? We want to try and convince Omar over here to come to the Lakeside swim round. He's refusing. Very nice.
I think Lakeside is
gonna be 10 times.
Is going to be the one because it's the debut.
You say it's going to be worse, but we had when I did a 12-hour race at Lakeside, we had I think it was 2 yellow lights in the entire 12 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, it just shows that there's no good drivers there because they're not using their pods.
But that's idiot.
I like the competitiveness at Lakeside and Brentwood, but like the staff there can be like, I can't say that.
No,
they're quite tight. Like they're very strict.
Daytona, not as tight as Daytona.
No, yeah, but I mean nothing can beat Daytona. But I mean, anyways, they're very strict. Like they don't let you use cameras. They're very like, I think some of them just have like a go at you. Like we did a few mates. Like they were like, we were members, so we're like all members, and we were like, oh, can we have the good carts? They went, no. Like we're in a public session. They're giving these other guys these good carts. They're like destroying us, and then they black flag us, and it's just so silly.
Harry, that seems like a skill issue on your behalf.
Le Mans is such a good track.
Is this Sonoda's favorite?
I've been to Le Mans.
Asked us, and yeah, I mean, what a track.
I did Le Mans in an RT10, I believe. Really, really good track. This was going on my road trips.
Keep it on.
They have a few tracks at Le Mans, don't they? Yeah,
I think this is the main one.
Yeah, this is the main one. They have... Go on, sir.
This is the FIA one.
Yeah, this is the FIA one. They have like their rental car track is really good at it. I mean, me too. Because I took a video on their podium. Really good track actually. And then what I will say is, apart from the one in Germany where they maintain their carts very well, Le Mans had the most equal RT10s I've ever seen. Genuinely, they're really good.
I think France and like Germany have really good like rental car, and also especially France because like what do you call it, RKC, which is like Saudi's home track. It's like a really, like they have like 2 tracks and they look so cool. RKC, I really want to go there.
Yeah. Where's this
question for you, Guy, from J Master? Where in New York did you go karting? I am from New York.
In New York, you want to know there's no actual go karting track in New York in the center apart from the one RPM. Really? I went to a place called Metuchen to Supercharged Entertainment, the largest go karting track in the world.
So how far is that from New York? You'd say
about I think it's like 45 minutes. That was on the Amtrak train, the one that goes to Philly. You have to get on the train to get there.
So they're missing
45
out,
minutes
on New York. If there's no even indoor tracks.
There's no space really. There is a couple of indoor tracks.
Just throw in a car park, right? Just put a car park and
well,
barriers.
Well, this leads me on to my second coolest karting track I've been to. So, if anyone's ever been to the island of Madeira, there's one in the mountains, and then if anyone knows Madeira, you'll know that the airport is on stilts, like it's raised above the ground, right?
That's crazy.
So someone thought it'd be a great idea. To put a go-kart track underneath the stilts.
Oh, that could end so badly. That could end so badly.
I mean, and you hear the planes landing on top of you. Let me give me 1 second, sorry, because I've got a picture, but it is literally like underneath the stilts. So that is the runway there.
Oh wow!
And it's a pretty spectacular track, actually.
That's on Google Images, right?
No. This is an image I've taken.
You've taken that, okay? Just to give you a
ABC for British Airways flight 32.
I
guess it's this.
Well, yes, obviously, but we don't do it. Yeah, that one.
That's crazy.
And then the other track, the one on my video, if you go on to the other one, see the one on top left, let's say, that is the most beautiful go-kart track I've been to. The one outdoors.
So these are both in Madeira.
There's two kart tracks. This one, oh my god.
Yeah.
I think it might actually rivals. Get on Gui Racing right now. Gui Racing YouTube. You'll find the video.
Oh, I've seen the video.
Beautiful karting track in the world. And the funnest thing about it, it has a road that runs parallel to it, so you can do drag races with the cars down the main straight. And of course, I made a video about that. Here we go. But I think I actually mentioned this to you when I was over there with you, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
The karts are abysmal. They do not look after them.
I know, that's the only thing that's missing. Like,
no, that's
Rowra.
That's Rowra.
Come on.
Oh, don't get me started on Rowra.
Where is it?
Shorts, on shorts, Omar, shorts.
Shorts. You need a long. You need a long on it.
Rowra's fleet is absolutely shocking. They have two fleets of like these pro biz cars.
That one. Go up.
They had to go at all the club.
That one.
Oh yeah.
So it has a bit of an intro, of course. I flew to the middle of the ocean to go karting. You know what? Watch the video. Premium.
We're just floating go karting.
Subscribers.
This
time
water.
we're flying to Madeira. So I woke up at 4 a.m. to catch. I literally woke up at 4. And whoa! We don't do the facts on the easy yet. We don't. So wait, pause there. Pause. So below that is the indoor. Is the other track.
All right. Below
that. Play the clip. But I tell you, Madeira is beautiful. I mean, the landing, of course. Look at the roads. The people are crazy on the roads, by the way. And then this abusing locals that go. You see, I took the entire racing suit as well.
Yeah.
But watch this. My kart would not turn left, but we still hit at a crazy overtaking course. Watch this. Switch back. Kind of? No. Dive bomb. Am I doing dive bomb there? I've forgotten.
Perfect switch back. Yeah, it's lacking.
Wait. Beautiful. Look at that. Switch back. When I tell you that go-kart track is amazing. Scenes. You can see the scene.
Yeah, you can. Wow.
Scenery. It's just mountains like this. It's crazy.
Yeah, all the holiday tracks are like beautiful. Like there'll be like a really bad one and there'll be like a really good one. Like I went to Campios, for example. It's really good.
Harry. I've just seen the message you just sent.
I've got a question from Yusuf as we prepare to round off for today. How can I start karting without money? I'm afraid that's not possible. That's very, very much not possible because every time you go karting, you have to pay.
Take out a loan from the bank and do some top tier money laundering. Top tier, that's my best tip. Money laundering, boys. Let's go. How do I afford this mansion?
Guys, we're going to have to call it a wrap there for today. It was good to go over some of those F1 shorts. In terms of the footage, Guy, I think we'll have to save that for another time, the different tracks that you did. But we will hopefully be back next week on Saturday for the morning session. Let's just quickly go over the Academy page real quick as we've had some.
Talking about. I'll do the signing. Harry. This one, like the ABC for the landing in it. The ABC. for contact.
So what we got, just give me a sec, guys. I outro this. What we've got, guys. If you'd like to join the academy, be sure to send a request. You can head over to the KTips website. Once you get into the academy, it's free to join. As I said, have the weekly track help discussion. So we got the Saturday morning, suitable for East Asia time zone. We got the Sunday evening, which is what we're doing today, suitable for Europe and US time zone. You can submit footage, you can submit a track map, or even just some questions. We'd be happy to have a chat with you like we've done today over the course of an hour or so. You can also check out the classroom section. This is for drivers who have been requesting more private help, so you can do one-on-one coaching with myself, either just a one-off session or the level 1 go-kart training program, which is across 4 weeks, 4 one-to-one coaching sessions, will hopefully get your fastest lap time at your track or a new track that you're trying to learn. So everything that needs to be discussed related to karting can all be found on the academy. Be sure to introduce yourself. As we said, this is a global karting community, so we've got people from all over the world joining pretty much every day. So be sure to introduce yourself, shout out your track as well, and find other drivers from your country on here as well who may be going to similar tracks. Until the final or next track help session then, guys, on Saturday morning next week. We'll see you then. Take care, everyone.
Hey, yo, guys, I'm going to buy the one-on-one kart coaching session. When I don't do it, I'm going to ask for a refund.
The one-on-one is cheaper than the like